Welcome back everybody to my Star Wars review leading up to Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. I could not contain my excitement anymore. It needs to be the 18th. And continuing my Star Wars reviews is Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Now, Revenge of the Sith came out in 2005, I believe, and I was in 7th grade. And I absolutely loved this movie when it came out. For the longest time, when you asked me what my favorite Star Wars film was, it was Revenge of the Sith. I loved the turning of Anakin Skywalker into Darth Vader. I loved the end fight scene between Anakin and Obi-Wan. I loved all the hatred. I just loved everything about Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, until I kind of grew up and then started watching more of the original trilogy, and then I watched Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, and I said, well, what is wrong? I loved it when I was younger. Why don't I love it now? And there's many reasons why I don't love Revenge of the Sith as much as I did as a kid. In regards to the prequels, I think Revenge of the Sith is the best one. Hands down, is a lot better than the first and second one. The CGI has improved, the characters have improved, overall everything has improved, but still not yet a perfect Star Wars film like the original trilogy was. My main issue with Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, is the rushing of Anakin Skywalker into Darth Vader. Now, Anakin Skywalker and Darth Vader are precious characters to the Star Wars franchise. If done well, it would have been a great film. Darth Vader is a feared Sith Lord in the original trilogy and handled with care. And I believe that George Lucas did not handle the character of Anakin Skywalker in the prequels with care at all. The character is so rushed into Darth Vader, it just seemed like he wanted to get it done really fast and not develop the character at all. Yeah, he has hatred towards Obi-Wan Kenobi. He wants to save Padme from death by the help of Chancellor Palpatine. A lot of things are needed there to help Anakin Skywalker to this journey of Darth Vader, but the way it's presented and handled, it's not with care, and I don't really care about Anakin Skywalker, and I want to be able to care about Anakin Skywalker turning into Darth Vader because I deeply love this character, and I love that progression of watching this character become such a great Sith Lord, but I just didn't care about how it was progressed and presented to us in this movie. Anakin has this supposedly hatred towards Obi-Wan Kenobi that starts burning up inside him in the second film, but it doesn't really seem like it's that big of an issue. It has maybe a couple scenes regarding that he has this hatred for Obi-Wan Kenobi or this jealousy, and then in the third film, you know, they're still kind of buddy-buddy, but he's getting this more relationship with Chancellor Palpatine, which we'll talk about later. But with Obi-Wan Kenobi here, it just seems like he has this hatred that's supposed to be there, but I don't really feel like there's this hatred much surrounding him. And that's mostly with Hayden Christensen because he's not doing the best job to present this hatred. He's not acting like there's this hatred here. It seems like it's a nuisance to him at times, but it's nothing too deep within him till the very end. You have to show this progression throughout. You have over 2 hours to do it. Let's get it done. But here you just wait till the very last minute, and that's also George Lucas's fault for writing it like this. You have this relationship that focuses a lot on Chancellor Palpatine and Anakin Skywalker, but then bam, it's Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin at the end fighting. But I want to see that build up of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin fighting and building this hatred towards each other to where it focuses on the end fight, and you believe that this end fight actually needed to happen. The end fight only needed to happen was because of Chancellor Palpatine putting these thoughts into Anakin's head that he needed to execute all of the Jedi. But if Anakin had this hatred towards Obi-Wan, it would have made the fight a lot better, because you would have had this hatred and jealousy already set up in the beginning of the film that would have made this fight seem like it was an epic conclusion to the prequels and a fight that was very needed. Okay, I'm done talking about Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker. Let's move towards Chancellor Palpatine and Anakin Skywalker, which has this big relationship that's in the third film and the setup of Darth Vader. Now, if I recall watching the second one, I don't think there was a big relationship between Chancellor Palpatine and Anakin Skywalker in this. They crossed paths a couple times, but here it seems like they've been buddy-buddy for years. And it has the same issue that I had with the second film, where The first film, there wasn't much of a relationship between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker. Then bam, the second film, you want us to believe that they're buddy-buddy and father-son duo. Now in the third film, you want us to believe that Anakin Skywalker and Chancellor Palpatine have had this buddy-buddy relationship for years. No, because it wasn't much of an issue in the second film. You have to build up each entire film to an epic conclusion. George Lucas, you did not do a good job of building up any relationships in any of these films. The one thing I love entirely about this film is the end fight scene, because it's a bit sad at times to watch it when you realize that Anakin Skywalker is actually turning to the dark side. The idea of it, that he's betraying the Jedi and Obi-Wan Kenobi and Padme and all those things, it's a bit sad to see this because Darth Vader is such a great character, and I love the Star Wars franchise. Even though the first ones are not that great, I just think the story arc of Anakin Skywalker is a bit sad, and I don't like to see, you know, people turn bad, I guess. I don't know. I just like the story arc and get a bit emotional watching the end fight scene and the later films, which I'll talk about later in other reviews. I like the way it looks and how it sets up the other films, but it's too choreographed and it feels like a dance. I feel like it has this beat to it. It's just way too flashy. It all looks like they had done so much practice with these moves. Everything just feels choreographed. It's like a dance routine for Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker. And a lot of it's just this flash art lightsabers around for lights and bam, it's hit. And that sets it apart with the other original trilogy films, is that felt like more of an intense battle that wasn't choreographed. This one feels like it's just a dance battle between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker. So I thought Star Wars Episode 3 was a big improvement over 2. It had a lot of better CGI. The fight scenes were a little bit better, even though they were choreographed well, I guess. It was this little dance sequence between them two. But I just didn't like how the progression of Chancellor Palpatine's relationship with Anakin progressed. And I didn't like the progression of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker's relationship. Once again, I just think that they didn't have the greatest relationship. I really felt like when Obi-Wan Kenobi was about to fight Anakin, that he was like, okay, whatever, I'll just fight you. I'm just here. Let's do this. And that's how I pretty much felt about the whole entire relationship between them two. Is just like, yeah, we're here, whatever, that's it. And the way over top acting from Hayden Christensen just blew my mind that this guy, you know, acted this way, and I just was so excited to see the end of Hayden Christensen in the Star Wars franchise. Those are the main things that I have the issues with the film. I don't really mind General Grievous. I think that he was a character that probably wouldn't have been needed in this story, and that could have helped the progression of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker, because you could have took all that out and had a lot more time focusing on the main important issues of this film. General Grievous was cool, but definitely not needed. So, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, I'm going to go ahead and give a B-. This is Justin Watch Movies. Thank you guys for watching my Star Wars reviews for Star Wars Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and now Revenge of the Sith. And now I'm going to tackle the original trilogy, and I promise these reviews will be much better and be more joyful, because Star Wars, the original trilogies, are near and dear to my heart and such great films. So let's just watch movies, and may the Force be with you.